What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle live, of course, against a subscriber/follower on Twitter. Jack is our opponent today, and I know that I faced him quite a few times on the channel, but we're doing it again today because the person I was supposed to battle just, I don't know, they kind of just disappeared. It was a whole weird thing. But we're having an NU match today. It's going to be a lot of fun because, as you all know, I love NU. I think NU is amazing. So before we get started today, before we go over the teams and all that stuff, I would just like to remind you guys that if you can, please show some support to the channel and the series by clicking that thumbs up button right below this video, or the dislike button if you don't like the video. I mean, as long as you're leaving a rating, you're leaving feedback, that kind of thing, that's really all that matters to me. I just want you to have your opinion heard, because your opinion matters. Now, let's go over my team. As you can see there, I've got the Mighty Anna. It's going to be Life Orb offensive. We've got Physically Defensive Executor, which is a sub-seeding set, so that thing's going to be probably pretty annoying. Especially Defensive Noctowl, Eviolite Electabuzz, Choice Scarf Primeape, and Assault Vest Granbull. So, we've got some threats, we've got some annoying Pokemon on our side, and we're about to see what my opponent is bringing. Oh, I like this team a lot. Barbaracle, Murkrow, Cryogonal, Magmortar, Dusknoir, and Slacking. So he's got some huge offensive threats in that Barbaracle, which likes to shell smash all over the place. Magmortar is a huge threat as well. It's not something that you want to sleep on because it can destroy teams. It has just a crazy high special attack stat. They tend to run like Life Orb or Expert Belt. And since this is a subscriber of mine that we're battling here, he could be Choice Scarf because that's what I like to run. Now, looking at this team, what do I want to start off with? I don't really know. He does have the Rapid Spin user in the Cryogonal, and actually, I think the Murkrow can get Defog too, so Rocks wouldn't really be an option. But I don't really have Rocks on my team anyway, and by not really, I mean I don't have Rocks on my team. That's just not something that I have going on right now. So I don't see any ground types. We should be okay to start off with Electabuzz. And I mean, I guess we could start off with Primeape because I'm scarfed. But I think Electabuzz is safer because he actually doesn't have any resist to electric type moves either. So we can Volt Switch all day and all night. And it's going to be no problem, really. He's got two Pokemon weak to it with no immunities. Magmortar doesn't really want to take a hit. I guess the only switch in he would really have would be the Cryogonal to take special attacks. But with that being said, we have Primeape to switch into, which can one-shot the Cryogonal with a close combat. And he's also got Murkrow that doesn't really want to take a hit, especially not a close combat. Slacking doesn't want to take a close combat. Barbaracle doesn't want to take a close combat. Magmortar doesn't want to take a close combat. So his team is going to be very weak to the Primeape Electabuzz core, so we need to try to keep them alive if possible because they can do a considerable amount of damage. My opponent's going to start off with Spud. Okay, so he's just going to go straight for the Giga Impact, I'm guessing, and he might be scarfed. If he's scarfed, he's going to kill us. With that being said, I could switch into Granbull to get the Intimidate off, but I don't know that that would be the best option because he probably can still kill me. If he's Choice Band, he might just kill even while intimidated because it's just so ridiculously powerful. Is he Choice Scarf though? Is he Choice Scarf or Choice Band? That's what it comes down to. I don't really want to lose my Electabuzz. I mean, it's not my Choice Scarfer, but I don't really want to lose it. The safer play would be to switch into maybe the Executor. I mean, that's really not going to like switching in on a Giga Impact either. That's going to hurt. I don't know if we can take that. This is not good. This is not good at all. Alright, you know what? I'm actually going to stay in. That may be a terrible, terrible idea. But we're going to go for the Volt Switch. Try to get some damage off on this thing. We do outspeed, so I'm thinking he's Choice Band. Good to know. We get an okay chunk of damage off. Remember, I'm not a Choice Specs or anything, and I'm Electabuzz, so it's not like I'm going to be doing crazy damage to this thing. And Slacking has so much HP. It's ridiculous how much HP it has. So, seeing the Choice Band, we almost have to sack our Granbull. I really don't... What else can I do? I can go into Executor, but I don't know that I can take a Giga Impact, Stab, Choice Banded from a Slacking. I just don't think I can do that. I don't see that being in my future, so we're going to have to go into Granbull to get the Intimidate off, because looking at his team, Granbull is the least useful thing that I have. So at the very least, we'll force him to attempt to switch out. He's going to go for the EQ. Okay, well that's not... Okay, that still did more than I wanted it to. That still did way more than I wanted it to. Now, I don't think he's going to stay in here. There's no reason for that. So what is he going to switch into? Not the Murkrow. Definitely not the Murkrow. I don't... Like I said, he has a big fighting weakness, so the close combat is really, really tempting. Because it's super effective on the slacking, and it's going to deal a lot of damage to that Barbaracle if it wants to come in now. And, I mean, the Magmortar could switch in because, you know, thinking Fairy Stab is going to be a thing. And, you know, then I'll be able to at least do some decent damage to it. And I've got the Assault Vest, so I might be able to live a hit depending on what it's running. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for the close combat. He's going to withdraw, as expected. But what are you going into? That is the question. What are you going to go into? What's Casper? Oh, he's got an immunity to fighting. Why did I not notice that? Not a bad play. Not a bad play. And I'm also thinking this might be his physical wall. So we might be looking at a burn coming up here. And I don't have any clerics on my team. So what is not going to mind getting burned? Electabuzz and Executor. And, I mean, Noctowl, I guess, doesn't really mind it too much. But the residual damage is not going to feel so great. But we will be able to get a Toxic off. See, if I was running Lum on my Executor, that would be one thing. But I'm actually running the Citrus Subseed. So that's not going to really work. I don't have anything with a Lumberry. Kind of just want to switch in on the into the Electabuzz because he can't do a whole lot to me unless he has the EQ, which I don't think he's going to go for here. I'm thinking that the Will-O-Wisp is really, really obvious. Unless this is offensive Dusknoir. If that's the case, then I don't even really know what to say. I don't know what to say at all. We're going into the Electabuzz predicting a Will-O-Wisp. So we took a whole bunch of unnecessary damage on Gramble and really didn't get much out of it, which is unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, there's the Willow. He's going to connect with that, and that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Now, at this point, we can probably go for a T-Bolt. Because, like I said, he does not have any immunities to electricity. I know that for a fact. For some reason, it slipped my mind that he had the Dusknoir waiting in the wings to be able to take any fighting-type moves. Which, honestly, that's really something that his team needs because he has so many fighting weaknesses, or so many Pokemon that don't like fighting-type moves, just in general. Or just fighting-type Pokemon that tend to be physical attackers. So, having this Dusknoir on his team is really helpful. So I guess we could T-Bolt, because I don't want to Volt Switch out to something just to get hit by another Willow. And he doesn't really have any switch-ins, except for the Cryogonal, which could be coming in here. What do I want to send in on that? Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go for the Volt Switch. Let's try to get some momentum going. He is going to withdraw, so the Volt Switch was actually the right play to make. Thankfully, I was a little worried there. In comes the Cryogonal. And, oh, it's shiny. Look at those red or, like, orange eyes. The glowing eyes and the glowing beads. It's crazy. It's craziness. So what are we going to send out on this thing? That Volt Switch did pitiful damage, by the way. By the by. Did absolutely nothing. Mighty Anna could come in here and try to do something, but I think it's a little early to bring him in. I'm going to bring him in probably late game. That tends to be when Mighty Anna does the best, because after you weaken the walls, Mighty Anna can start picking off Pokemon and getting those Moxie boosts, and then it's really hard to stop with Life Orb Sucker Punch. Really, really difficult to stop. And if we get that Dusknoir out of the way, we won't have to worry about getting burned, so that is a good time. So I kind of want to go into the Primeape here, because that's really the only switch I have. I could go into Gramble, but I don't want to waste an Intimidate on a Pokemon that it just really isn't necessary to do, because he's going to go back into the Dusknoir if I do that. So we're going to go into the Primeape here. And part of me really wants to go for a Night Slash, predicting the Dusknoir to come back in. It's very, very obvious. It's very, very obvious. But this thing can't do much to me otherwise. He can Ice Beam, but that's not going to kill. I could go for the Stone Edge, but he really doesn't have any switch-ins other than that Dusknoir. I don't see him switching into anything else to take a close combat. Nothing else on his team really wants to take something like that from a Primeape. Look at Primeape. Look at how amazing he looks. Look at that model. It's gorgeous. It's glorious. We are going for the Night Slash, predicting the Dusknoir to come in. I don't know if he's going to predict me to have that or predict me to go for it, but I really want to say that that Dusknoir is coming in. Because if he leaves his Snowflake in here, it's just going to die. It would just die to a close combat. He is going to withdraw. Show me the Dusknoir. Come on. Show me the Dusknoir. Show me the Dusknoir. Casper, that's the Dusknoir. All right, we're getting some predictions correct right off the bat. Well, not right off the bat, but somewhat towards the beginning of this battle. And there's the Night Slash. Super effective, and it does absolutely nothing. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. So we got the prediction right, but U-turn was actually the better play to make because this thing is completely physically defensive without a shadow of a doubt. So we pretty much have to get this thing. Alright, I'm going to go into the Electabuzz, predicting another Will-O-Wisp. And if he wants to predict me to go into the Electabuzz like I did last time, then, you know, that's fine by me. It is absolutely fine by me. Let's see, what are you going to go for? What are you going to... Oh, you're going to withdraw! Okay. What are you going into? Top Hat. That has to be the Murkrow. Yeah, it's the Murkrow. Okay, this thing I'm guessing is Eviolite. I'm guessing this thing is Eviolite. Part of me wants to T-Bolt and see what he goes into. I mean, it's probably going to be the Cryogonal, but then we can Volt Switch after that. No, that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Because I don't think T-Bolt's going to one-shot. I don't think so. And I don't really want to give away that I'm Eviolite either, because I run Choiced Electabuzz all the time. It's rare that I run the Eviolite set, because Eviolite doesn't do a whole lot for Electabuzz, to be perfectly honest. It's pretty frail even with the Eviolite equipped. So I kind of don't want him to know that I can switch moves yet. So let's go for the Volt Switch again. That's all I've done so far, so let's not give him any reason to think otherwise. Oh, the Calm Mind. Okay. Okay, you're going to try to set up on me. Special attacking, Calm Mind Murkrow. I like it a lot, my friend. I like it a lot. Kudos to you for using a set like that. Wow, I should have went for the T-Ball. That would have killed. Okay. Okay, we still can go into the Primeape and U-turn to kill this thing. But we're going to get hit by Rocky Helmet if that Dusknoir comes in. That is the unfortunate part. We could go into Noctowl because we're not going to take anything, any kind of damage from any kind of special attack this thing wants to throw our way. And I could just go straight up for a Toxic, predicting something else to come in. And that could be a good time. Could be a good time. You know what, though? No. We're going into the Primeape. That's the safe play. I know we might have to take Rocky Helmet damage due to the Dusknoir coming in again. And we are seriously just Volt turning right now, and that's a little bit lame, but that's just what we're doing. That's just what we're doing. We're going to go for the U-turn, like I said. And I can't go for the close combat with that Dusknoir around. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Now, from that damage, I almost want to say that Murkrow is not Eviol. Did we just see the leftovers? Yeah, I think we just did. So it's not Eviolite. That's why it did so much damage. Yeah, U-turn's definitely going to kill. It's hard to keep everything straight. I seriously have issues with that. Like, I see things on screen, and then, you know, you're in the middle of a sentence, and you're trying to, you know, keep all these things straight in your head while still trying to make sense. And, I don't know, I just forget things. Always going to go for the Roost, which means U-turn is going to be super effective. That's going to be a dead Murkrow. He's going to lose his flying typing, so it's not going to be neutral anymore. It's going to be super effective on that pure dark typing. Okay, it's not going to kill. Never mind. Never mind, I overestimated you. Oh, you know what? He's probably physically defensive. Now that I think about it, he's physically defensive because he's a Calm Mindset. He's probably... Yes, it makes sense now. It makes sense. Most Calm Mindsets, like Reuniclus, they run max physical defense investment. I did not think about that until now, which is a bit unfortunate. Just a bit unfortunate. So we want to go into another special attacker. So I guess we could go in and Volt Switch again. Is that really what I'm going to do? He got a Calm Mind up already. Wow, okay. I guess that's what we're doing. I know I outspeed because we outsped last time. So we could go for a Volt Switch, But part of me wants to just go for T-Bolt. Because we're taking burn damage. We're going for the Volt Switch again. U-turn, Volt Switch, U-turn, Volt Switch. He's going to roost. Should have went for the Focus Blast. Why did he outspeed this time? Prankster. Okay. Alright, I got it all straight. Got it all straight. Finally got it all straight. So that did a decent amount of damage. Yeah, he's definitely physically defensive. What are we going to go into now? I guess can we go into Granbull and play Rough Him to Death? Because we do have the Assault Vest. Is that really how I want to use this Granbull? I think it is. I think it is. I don't know. I don't know that he'll want to keep this Murkrow around. We get the Intimidate off, which is useless. Absolutely useless. He's going to get some Lefties recovery. So he's got Roost, Calm Mind. Is that all he's shown so far? I think it is. Probably some kind of stab, so I'm guessing Dark Pulse. We're going for the Play Rough, though. I don't see any reason not to. He's going to go for the Feather Dance. Okay. So Prankster Feather Dance on Murkrow is a thing. I knew it was in doubles, but I wasn't sure if it was in singles. But Play Rough is still enough to take out this physically defensive Murkrow because even with investment, it's still pretty frail. Still pretty frail. That is a stab, Play Rough off of a Granbull. So that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Spud is coming out next. And we really don't have a switch in. Just like before, we don't have a switch in. And he's definitely going to outspeed us. I'm not running speed investment. So I think we might have to sack our Granbull here. Looking at the rest of my team, there's not really anything I want to switch in on this thing. It's just too dangerous. Way too dangerous. And at that point, we can come in either with Noctowl and Toxic whatever wants to come in on the switch, or we can come in with Executor to Leech Seed anything that wants to come in on the switch. Or set up a sub. We could set up a free sub with an Executor. That has potential, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, well, we're just going to go for the close combat. It's not going to do much, even if we do connect with it. He's going to go for the Stab Return. That should be enough to take us out. Yeah. Yeah, Granbull's going down there. That is to be expected. Alright, so we're tied. 5-5. About 15 minutes into this battle. This might end up being a long one. It might, indeed. But getting up a free sub with an Executor is nothing to laugh at. It is nothing to laugh at. It means we cannot get statused. It's just going to be a good time. And if he's watched my videos, if he's been around on the channel for a while, he knows exactly what this thing does. It's been a while since I've used it, but it is scary. It is annoying as anything to face. I know that much. Let's go for a sub. See what my opponent wants to do. He's going to withdraw, obviously, because he doesn't want to just waste a turn with Truant for no reason. He's going to go into, I don't even want to try to pronounce that, but it's going to be the Magmortar. Huh. Alright. So, I mean, I guess that was his best switch. We can go for a Leech Seed here and see what he wants to do. He has the Fire Blast. I was kind of hoping he was going to miss, not going to lie, but we don't want to hope for hacks. That's silliness. So that's definitely going to break our sub. We're not invested in our special defense, and even if we were, it was not going to do anything. It was not going to do anything at all. So we're going to get a little bit of HP back here. We can protect to get a little bit more, you know, just a tad bit more, and try to get back up to almost full health. Is there really any point in doing that? Do I have anything that wants to take a Fire Blast? That wants to take two? And this thing could be Choice Specs because I didn't see Life Orb. I think this thing might be choiced. I'm kind of hoping it's Expert Belt, to be honest, because nothing on my team wants to take Fire Blast to the face. I don't know that Noctowl can just switch in on it like that. We can try, but it might just be sacking it, and that would be unfortunate. That would be really unfortunate. Let's go for the Protect here. Try to get a little bit of damage off, and also waste a little bit of PP on that Fire Blast. Because I'm kind of hoping he doesn't have all PP ups. Because then he has 8, and he still has 6 left. So we see the Leech Seed damage. He's still going for the Fire Blast. I mean, there's no reason for him not to. We're almost up to full health, and we have to switch into Noctowl here. We pretty much have to. We're going to get Lefties and Leech Seed recovery this turn, so we might be able to take another one, depending on how much this does. And this should give us a good idea on what kind of set he's running. He connects with another Fire Blast. And, oh yeah, we're definitely going to be able to take another one of those with lefties and lead seed. Are you kidding me? Noctowl, you're so good. You are so good, Noctowl. You're so bulky in NU. It's ridiculous. I'm actually kind of surprised that Magmortar is NU this gen. It was RU last generation, I believe. Now the question is, do I want to roost up this turn? I don't think that's really necessary. I think the best play that I could possibly do is to Toxic whatever wants to come in if he wants to switch. He might switch into that Dusknoir, and I really want that thing Toxic. Like, really, really badly. I really want that thing Toxic because I really don't have anything else on my team that can break through it. It looks like I'm going to have to stall it a little bit. It's just so bulky. And it's got the Rocky Helmet, so Mighty Anna's really not going to like crunching it or sucker punching it. And it can just willow me. Anyway, we saw how much Night Slash did with Primeape, which was absolutely nothing. Electabuzz probably isn't going to be able to do that much more damage to it, even though it's attacking on the special side, and Noctowl is uninvested. So, Toxic it is. There's the whole thought process. He's going to withdraw, show me the Dusknoir. I want to see that thing Toxic so badly. Snowflake. Okay, we can deal with that being Toxic too. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I was a little bit worried I was going to miss the Toxic there, not going to lie. Not going to lie. But having this thing poisoned is great too, because not only does that negate the lefties, but we're going to be able to wear this thing down a little bit. Because it can't do much to me. I mean, what do they normally carry? Ice Beam, Blizzard if it was on a hail set, but I doubt that that is the case because we saw lefties, so it's probably defensive, not offensive. Flash Cannon, maybe. Solar Beam, no, that doesn't make any sense. Unfortunately for Caragonal, it's such a cool Pokemon, but it has just a terrible move pool. It suffers from the Vanillux syndrome quite a bit. It just doesn't get the moves it needs to really be effective. But it does have crazy special defense. It does have access to recover. So that is cool. He may try to Toxic me, actually. Now that I think about it. He may try to Toxic me. So what do I go into? What do I go into? I can go into Electabuzz, but I really don't want to take damage because I'm going to have to take burn damage. And if I do that, coming in on an Ice Beam, I'm really not going to be able to take anything else. Although, I kind of need Primeape. I need Primeape to be able to survive a Shadow Sneak. Not that I would ever leave Primeape in on a Shadow Sneak, but I'm thinking Electabuzz might be our best switch here. I really don't want Noctowl getting any kind of residual damage on it. Toxic is not good. I have no way to get rid of it. So, with that being said, we're going into the Electabuzz predicting a Toxic. I really want to see that, not the Ice Beam. He has to know I'm specially defensive, so Ice Beam's not going to do much. Go for the Toxic. I'm begging you, go for the Toxic. Yes! Alright! Alright, we have 2 predictions going on. We have 2 correct predictions so far in this match, and they really haven't done as much. That one actually was much more successful than the Night Slash prediction earlier on in the match. And the reason I'm so happy about these predictions, by the way, is because my predictions have been bad lately. So the fact that I got 2 correct actually makes me, I don't know, it gives me a little confidence boost. Now what do we do? He's not going to go for Toxic again. And he may not even, I don't think he's going to switch in the, Dusknoir, so we could go for a Focus Blast to get as much damage as possible. But I kind of just want to Volt Switch again, predicting a switch. I mean, I can do it freely. He doesn't have any ground types. Is there any reason to just not do it? Is there any reason at all? Because we can go into Mighty Anna, possibly, and Crunch. That has potential. I mean, it's still a little early to bring Mighty Anna in, because his team really isn't that weakened. And I don't know that I can take an Ice Beam plus burn damage. Is it worth trying to go for it? Because this thing can recover up on us. I don't think it's worth it. Let's go for a Volt Switch. We're going for the Volt Switch. He's going to withdraw, so we are going to get the momentum. We're not going to have to take the burn damage this turn, which is great. Casper is coming out, maybe predicting that Focus Blast. Alright, so that's perfect for us. I really thought that that was the one Pokemon he wasn't going to switch in here. But that does more than I thought it was going to. Wow, okay. Okay. So I actually kind of want to just go into Noctowl here. I mean, I still don't want residual damage, though. That's the thing. And going into Executor, I'm weak to his Ghost-type stab. There's so much going on here. I don't think a Crunch will take it out either because it's physically defensive. I know we're Life Orb and we're a Mighty Anna, and it's stab and all that stuff, but I don't see it doing 50% to a completely physically defensive Casper the Dust Noir Ghost going on here. So what is the switch in? What is the switch in? Executor or Noctowl? That is the question. I could try to sub up on this thing. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go into Executor. We're going to try to sub up on this thing and then maybe Leech Seed either this or whatever wants to come in. I mean, best case scenario would be that he tries to Willow me and I can get a sub up. That would be the best case scenario ever. Or Shadow Sneak and then let me get a sub up. So much is at play here. I'm a little bit tense, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I'm pretty tense. Whew. I love NU battles. They are so much fun. I love seeing these Pokemon that you would never see anywhere else unless you were me and you used them in OU. But it's just so much fun to see these Pokemon actually just duking it out, you know, trading punches and actually just running some really cool stuff. It's a nice change from more of the same that we always see in OU. It's always like the same couple of Pokemon, and that's fine, but it's nice to change it up every once in a while. So we're going to get a sub up because we outspeed and Dust Noir is slow as balls. He's going to show us the Fire Punch, so that is poop. But we are physically defensive, so we are going to be able to take one. It's not... Wow, it doesn't even break the sub! Are you kidding me, Executor? You're so thick. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're going for a Leech Seed. He might switch after seeing that. That was pitiful damage. Holy cannoli, Batman. I mean, I know this Dust Noir is not invested. It can't be, by the way it took the Night Slash earlier. It has to be physically defensive. But still, yeah, he's going to withdraw, so something's going to get seeded coming in here. He's going to go into the Snowflake to try to be able to break our subs a little bit easier thanks to the Ice Beam and, you know, special attacking and all that stuff. Because Executor's special defense really isn't that great at all. It really isn't. And we can stall this thing. We can be that guy. He does have the Recover, and we can't do much damage to him due to the fact that he has Recover, and it's just not going to be a good time. But we can get some of our HP back, and that's really what I want to do. So I kind of want to protect this turn. Or actually, no, we can Giga Drain. There's no reason to protect, really. I mean, I guess to preserve our sub one more turn, try to get a little bit more damage off, to then be able to go into something else to take this thing out. That has potential. That has potential. Alright, so we're going to go for the Protect here. I know that's pretty obvious, and this is a crazy annoying set. I know I said that from the beginning. I know a lot of people don't like sets like that, but it's just what it is. It's just what it is. He goes for the Ice Beam, so he's going to get some Lefty's Recovery, but he's going to take way more damage from Leech Seed and the Toxic, so we're going to be in a good position to take this thing out in another turn or so. He's going to start having to spam Recover, and it's not going to be the best thing for him. He's down to just about 50%, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Giga Drain as he goes for the Ice Beam to break my sub. I could go for Protect again, and he may predict that and go for Recover, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to just stall him the entire match. I mean, that's just ridiculous. We're not just going to do that. And actually, Giga Drain does way more than I thought it was going to a Cryogonal. But we're going to get back up to full health, which is great. And he pretty much has to go for Recover or switch out here, or he's going to die to the Toxic damage. And he knows I have Protect, so there's really no reason for him to go for anything but Recover and or a switch. Wow, actually that almost takes him out this turn. That's surprisingly close. So we can actually go into... What can we go into? What can we go into? We could go into the Mighty Anna and crunch something, but we can't one-shot that Barbaracle, and that's what's worrying me. Even if we get a +1 attack boost, I don't think we're taking that out anytime soon. And I don't think that Slacking is at a point where we can just KO it either, even at +1, because it's got so much HP. So we need to weaken this team a little bit more. So I kind of want to just go into Primeape here. I mean, that seems kind of silly to take any, like, residual damage, but I don't want to switch in Noctowl and get Toxic. That's the worst possible thing that could ever happen. in the entire universe. So we're going to switch in the Primeape, hopefully on a recover, because then he's going to be in a bad spot. He's going to be in a bad spot, and we can U-turn out to get some momentum. No, he is going to go for the Ice Beam. Wow, okay, so I could have went for the Protect. And we take all kinds of unnecessary damage on Primeape. I really thought he was going to predict the Protect there. But maybe he just knows that I don't play like that, so I don't know. I don't know, but we do get a little bit of HP back due to the Elite Seed. Actually, that was like 20 HP, so that does help out a lot. Not that it's really going to be able to help us live anything, because Primeape is so frail. So pretty much anything is going to take us out at this point. The Dusknoir, I'm guessing, is coming in now. I'm guessing. Or the Slacking, maybe? I mean, I outspeed, and I'm going to close combat your face. So there's really no point in going into anything. Really no point. So what are we looking at now? 5-4? Have I lost 2 Pokemon? I don't think I have. I'm close. I've got a couple of Pokemon that are weakened, but I don't think I've lost more than 1. And he's lost his Murkrow and now the Koragonal, so his Special Wall is out of the way. Not that that helps us too much, because most of my real big attackers are physical attackers, like the Primeape and the Mightyena. But, I mean, having a wall that has recovery out of the way is great. In comes Facepalm. Okay. I kind of want to just close combat you, but I don't think that'll one-shot. I mean, he's probably Focus Sash. Then he can get just silliness off. He can get all kinds of silliness off. Is it worth getting rid of? I pretty much have to. If he gets a Shell Smash off and I, U-turn or hard switch into Electabuzz, he will outspeed me the following turn, and he should be able to take me out with anything, basically. Can't switch into Noctowl because he's not going to be able to take a Stone Edge. Executor, I mean, Executor might be able to wall this thing, actually. What does he normally have? What do you normally have? Cross Chop, Stone Edge, EQ, Razor Shell. Unless he has the Shadow Claw, or he could have the X Scissor. That would be a huge problem if he had the X Scissor. That would, I think, one-shot. It's 4 times super effective. Alright, so what we're doing here is we're going to go for a close combat to try to kill this thing. I really think it's Focus Sash. It could be White Herb, though, for all I know. I mean, why else would he bring it in if it wasn't Focus Sash? Yeah, it's Focus Sash. So we're going to go down here. Oh, wait, no, we're not. No, we're not. He's going to go for the Shell Smash. Go for the Shell Smash. I want to see the Shell. Yes, okay. At +2 speed, we're at +1 speed. I think we might actually still outspeed this thing because Barbaracle is so slow. We have a shot to outspeed this thing, and if he just wasted his Barbaracle, that would be absolutely fantastic, because that was really just one thing that was stopping my Mightyena from coming in here and just destroying everything. Go for close combat. Let's do it. No, he does outspeed. He does outspeed. Why did I think? Ah, man, he's probably running max speed. I mean, why wouldn't you want to Shell Smash that? But it's so slow. I thought I had a shot. If Choice Scarf Primeape is not outspeeding, Electabuzz is not outspeeding, so our only play here is to go into Mightyena and Sucker Punch. He can very easily predict that. I don't know if he's going to really want to switch out, though. I don't know if there's much point in doing that. It's so blatantly obvious that I have to go for Sucker Punch because I brought it in so fast, and he knows what the rest of my team is. I don't have any other priority on my team. Just double checking. No, I don't. No other priority. Executor is very slow. Noctowl is very slow. Electabuzz is not going to be outspeeding. So, yeah. Sucker Punch it is. That's my only play. He can switch into the Dusknoir, and I can't do anything about it. But he's not going to... Oh, he goes for another Shell Smash. Okay. So he's going to try to take advantage of this opportunity to set up more. I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch again, though. I'm going to just keep spamming it. He will eventually have to attack, unless he wants to use Shell Smash 8 times. Which I guess is possible. Nope. He's tried to outsmart me there. Tried to get me off my game by going for that other Shell Smash and thinking I might change my move. But I did not do it, and we're going to get a Moxie boost. And now at +1, I think we have enough behind us to be able to take out that Dusknoir. I don't know if we can take out the Slacking, but I think we might be able to take out the Dusknoir. I think with a crunch, I think we can. We'll see what he wants to go into now. He has to be afraid of this thing. Mighty Ant is not something you want to sleep on. It is incredibly, incredibly powerful. He's going to go into the slacking. And I kind of want to save this Mighty Ant for that Dust Noir, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Looking at the rest of my team, we have the Noctowl that can wall it, actually. Unless it has Thunder Punch. And uninvested, it still might not be enough to take out Noctowl before it can stall it out with Toxic. We saw how much it was doing to Exeggutor. It can't even break sub. So as long as we have one of those two around, I think we're okay. So getting some damage off on this thing might be our best bet at this point. Let's go for the Sucker Punch. We're at +1. We have Life Orb. It's going to almost kill or take this thing out. I'm not sure which. It's not going to take this thing out. So we're going to die to a return here for sure. Mighty Anna is very frail. Very, very frail. We still have... What does he have left? He's got the Slaking and the Magmortar. Am I missing something? Does he have 2 Pokemon left? Slaking, Magmortar, Dust Noir. That's 3. I think that might be it, actually. So now he can't really do much. So we can definitely... We can go into Exeggutor and get a free sub up here. Because that Magmortar is really the only thing that's causing... that has the potential to cause us a lot of issues. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Because if we can weaken this team a little bit more, we might just be able to come in with Electabuzz and clean things up. Provided that Magmortar is not Scarfed. If it is, I will be a little bit upset. But we're definitely going for... Elite Seed or Sub first turn. I guess Sub. I guess Sub is our best bet. He's going to withdraw. The Magmortar is most likely coming in. Yep, I believe that is the Magmortar. It is indeed. And it is sitting at about 75% of its max health. So we should be able to stall out a little bit of that and then come in with Noctowl to finish things up. I think. Let's go for the Leech Seed. We need this to hit. He's going to go for the Fire Blast. He's going to connect with it. I believe he's used, what, 3 or 4 Fire Blasts now. So that's going to break our sub, definitely, because it's just a very powerful attack, and it doesn't matter what item he's running. He's obviously not running the Life Orb, but if he has Expert Belt, if he has... he wasn't carrying the Focus Sash, because we already saw Focus Sash users, unless he was using 2, which I doubt. He could switch out here, predicting a Protect. That honestly might be his best option. Which is why I kind of want to switch in... he can switch in that Slacking again. That would be a problem. Because I would just have to sack something at that point. Well, no, I could Protect. I could Protect if the Slacking comes out. And then he would have to waste his turn. And then we'd be back to Truant. Alright. So I guess we can try to get a little bit of our HP back with the Protect here. He's going to stay in. So he's going to go for another Fire Blast, and that should reduce his PP even more. And I think if he has 5 PP, it might just be gone at this point, if I'm counting correctly. He's at about, let's see, 40% of his HP back. We're almost at 100%. I think it might be pretty predictable that we're going to go into Noctowl here. But we're going to do it anyway, because I don't have any other play other than to let Exeggutor die. And I might need it to stall out that Dust Noir, I'm not sure. In comes the Noctowl. And he's going to go for the Fire Blast, and this time we're going to avoid the attack, and I think he would have hit like 4 or 5 without missing one if he hit that one. So that would have been a little bit crazy. So it's unfortunate for him, but the chances of you hitting like 4 or 5 Fire Blasts in a row are very slim to begin with. So that's not too bad. At this point, an Air Slash over a Toxic might be our best possible play. Yeah, I don't want to stall like him entirely to death here. So let's just go for an Air Slash, try to finish off something. He's going to withdraw. What are you going into? You're going to go out into Casper, which is the Dust Noir. And so I probably should have went for the Toxic, but I didn't want to just Toxic stall everything, because that's just, I don't know. I have something against that. Okay, so that actually does a respectable amount of damage. Noctowl, you've got some power behind you, my friend. 205 out of 206 HP. We were so close. We were so close. He actually might have the Pain Split. So if that's the case, I actually want to go into Electabuzz. I think. Well, will an Air Slash be enough to kill this thing? That is the question. We can try. I mean, I do outspeed. Dusknoir is slow as balls. Yeah, let's go for the Air Slash. I don't need to be switching. What am I doing? What am I talking about? You can't go for Shadow Sneak, obviously, because I'm immune to that. There's the Air Slash, and oh, he's going to survive and get the Pain Split off. Ugh. Man, alright. I really, really thought that is just big poop. That is honestly big poop. Alright. We're going for the Toxic now. And we get it off, so he's not going to be able to Pain Split me forever. And if we get it down to just this Dusknoir, it's going to be a long... Oh, man, any Willow, so we both have residual damage going now. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. What I want to do now is Roost up, because we're going to be down at about 50%. What can he do to me, though? He's shown the Fire Punch, but that's not going to do a whole lot. Part of me wants to Air Slash, but I'm going to Roost. I want to be back at full health. He is going to stay in, so we're going to see what he wants to do. Maybe Pain Split again, predicting a Roost. That's very possible. And he's going to go for the Fire Punch to get as much damage as he can, which is not a bad play at all. This is a long battle. This is going on, what, 40 minutes? All of my battles lately have been very, very long. So I didn't even see how much damage that did because I'm just so, like, in thought. I'm in the zone right now. In the zone right now. So we're left with still, like, 75-ish% of our HP. Even after all is said and done there. So we can Air Slash. That's what I'm going for. Going for the Air Slash. And with Toxic, that might be enough. I don't know. He's going to flinch and cannot move. I don't know what the chances are in Air Slash. I think it's 30%, so it's not like the haxiest thing in the world, but it's still unfortunate for my opponent. He is going to survive, but we can Air Slash. We can definitely Air Slash. I'm not going to worry about roosting or anything of that nature because we want this thing gone. We want this thing gone. This thing has been a problem. Okay, I was... For some reason, I thought, because everything was just moving in slow motion for me right there, because the battle is on the line, but I thought Air Slash missed, and I would have been pretty upset if he got a Pain Split off. I mean, I still could have killed him the following turn, because I outsped, and he would have taken a bunch of Toxic damage, but still. So he's got Spud here, which is his slacking. Oh, man. He's still in a bad position, even though he can pretty much just take out any Pokemon that he wants. Actually, I don't know if Return will take out Exeggutor. I'm, completely invested in my physical defense. And then I'll get my Citrus off, and I can probably get a sub off on the Magmortar coming in, and we can do things. Or I can let him just take out Noctowl. But I don't know that that's the best idea. Don't know that that's the best idea in the world. Because if that Magmortar is Scarfed, Electabuzz will be in trouble. So we need to kind of try to play this a little bit safe. So we're going to go into the Exeggutor to take the incoming return. Because I don't see him going for anything but return here. Unless he has T-Punch, and if that's the case, that's fabulous if he has the T-Punch and he goes for that. He's going to go for the Night Slash, predicting the Exeggutor. It's not going to be enough to take me out, but it was a crit. Okay, so that wouldn't have done anywhere near that much damage. But, wow. That was a good prediction on my opponent's part. We are going to harvest our Citrus Berries, so we're going to eat 2 Citrus Berries in one turn. And that right there is why Exeggutor and also Trevenant are just the biggest trolls around. So again, we're going to be able to get a free sub up here. I mean, or we could just Leech Seed something. I don't want to Giga, because that doesn't make a lot of sense. If Leech Seed misses, we're still going to be in trouble. This match is not over. This match is not over even a little bit. Not even a little bit. We have to go for the Leech Seed. I'm not going to go for the sub. He's going to stay in and be Truant. So I don't think he can take us out with another Night Slash. I don't think. And we're going to get a lot of HP back because Slacking has a huge HP stat. Oh yes, look at that. Look how much HP we just got back. We can definitely survive another Night Slash because we saw how much the crit did last time. So I think it's pretty safe that we can either... I kind of want to double Leech Seed, but I also kind of want to just sub up. Let's sub up. See what he wants to do, if he wants to switch out. No, he's going to stay in and go for the Night Slash. That should not bring us down to where we can't... Oh, it does. It does. I should have went for the Giga Drain, I guess. I mean, it doesn't matter. Actually, what I should have done is Protect to stall him out. But, again, try and not... I mean, I know I'm using a Sub-Seed set, so you can't be like, well, why are you using a Sub-Seed set if you don't want to stall people? I just don't want to be an a-hole about it, I guess is what it comes down to. So, in comes the Mag Mortar. And if this thing is Scarfed, we're in trouble. So this thing can easily kill us here. I kind of want to just try to stall it out of Fire Blast. To be perfectly honest with you guys, we're going to go for Protect here and see what he goes for. And we have a chance to harvest some Citrus Berries as well. Not that we can survive Fire Blast, but you know, he's going to go for the T-Bolt. That is interesting that he goes for the T-Bolt. Maybe predicting the Noctowl to come in. Yeah, it has to be predicting the Noctowl. Because it just does. We will be able to see if he's choiced, I guess. Or he might just be out of Fire Blast, too. That is also possible because he used a bunch. He used a bunch. Let's go for the Giga Drain. It's not going to be very effective, but we're going to try. He's going to go for the T-Bolt again. I don't think he has Fire Blast, or he just locked himself into that. One or the other. Could be Choice Specs, actually. Does a lot of damage. And there's the Giga Drain. It's not enough to take this Mag Mortar out because... it's not very effective, and I'm not invested in my special attack because I'm a defensive set. So we're going to go for the Giga Drain again because we should be able to take this next hit. There's the T-Bolt. So it's going to be a 3-0 in our favor, a 45-minute battle. That was insane. That was insane. That was an amazing NU battle. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Executor putting in some serious work. Actually, my whole team. Noctowl put in a crazy amount of work. Executor did a fantastic job. Electabuzz did great early on in the match. So did Primeape. Primeape actually didn't do as much as I thought it would. But this whole team, I think it synergized fairly well. It worked well together, definitely. And there was no entry hazards on either side of the field. Nobody tried to set up rocks or spikes or anything. That doesn't happen too often, but I was prepared. I had the defog on Noctowl if need be, but it didn't really matter. Didn't really matter. So I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. Thank you for the match, Jack. It was a lot of fun. I do hope that we have another one sometime in the future. And yeah, so if you haven't done so already, make sure you leave a rating on this video, whether you liked it, whether you disliked it. Let me know in the comment section. Tell me so that your voice is heard, so that I know what your opinion is, because that's how I go about, you know, changing things up for the future. I take all of your input into consideration. But with that being said, that's going to be it for this time, and I will see you all for the next battle. But until then, game on.